lunchtime, and I have a pretty generic lunch today. I'm just busy, so went downstairs. We have a Starbucks in the building, and yeah, that's pretty much that story. But what I got from Starbucks, also pretty generic, turkey pesto sandwich and the cherry oat bar, and also some cheese. So just have some green tea. I drink a ton of green tea every day, to be honest with you. Like 5 cups a day. It's a little bit nuts, actually. So let's see how this is. Yeah, it's a Starbucks sandwich. It's got turkey, pesto, peppers, all that stuff. Not exciting, but trust me, I have my share of exciting meals. So, it's late in April. The spring has finally started here in New York City, which is where I live. What's the weather like where everybody else is right now? Well, I have an idea, but depends on where you are. Apologies on the cut. Anyway, I'll tell you about a trip I was just on in Monaco. I was in the south of France well, I wasn't in the south of France entirely for a week, but I was in Monte Carlo watching tennis. There's a big tennis tournament that goes on there around this time of year. I mean, you can't beat that venue for watching tennis. It's incredible. It really is. Monaco is very dense, a lot of apartment buildings and things like that. But I mean, it is beautiful. So I was in Monaco for 3 days, and then drove over to Saint Jean Cap Ferret, which is one of the most beautiful places on earth. If you get the chance to go to the Riviera, make sure you go to Saint Jean Cap Ferret, and I'll keep saying that. A great place to go. Absolutely beautiful. Less dense, fewer apartment buildings, more houses than in Monte Carlo, or in Monaco, I should say. But really, really nice. Beautiful hotel there. Didn't stay at the Grand Hotel, the Grand Cap Ferret, right, the Four Seasons, but we stayed at the Royal Riviera, which I'd say is the second best hotel on the island, or peninsula, not an island. And then after that, we drove up to Provence. Just north of Aix-en-Provence. especially. It doesn't look ridiculous on me normally, but for some reason this video just looks ridiculous. It was like I have spikes coming out of my shoulders. No, anyway, just north of Aix-en-Provence, which is also, you know, that whole area is beautiful, very different. Lots of lavender fields and a lot of winemaking, but a beautiful hotel up there. Drove up into the mountain, a lot of great roads, a lot of narrow roads, but really, really beautiful. A lot of nice hairpins and sweeping corners. Drove back to Nice and flew to Copenhagen. Which is a city I've had the pleasure of visiting before, usually for short periods of time, but every time I go, it's great. It's not a city that wows you right away with beauty. It doesn't do that, but you kind of have to go a little deeper, and you find some really great stuff, and there are some beautiful places. And I mean, I understand why they consider Denmark to be, you know, a really happy place. It's egalitarian, and the food is great. People bike a lot. You know, there's just a lot of nice things there. Really great bar scene. Really great bar scene. They do take their drinks seriously, but you can have a casual time too. They do both. They're casual, and you know, you can go very high on the mixology scale and all that if you want to. If you don't want to, you can go really casual as well. Yeah. Apologies, as I went from soft-spoken to whisper. I wasn't even thinking. I didn't realize that I was going soft-spoken. So we'll have a little mixable. I was done with this sandwich. It was fine. So, that was the trip for spring and all that. Next trip will probably be later in the year. Maybe October, November. thinking about Asia, so maybe Shanghai, or Middle East. So looking at Oman. I always wanted to go to Oman. Thinking about Japan as well. We'll see. But maybe something small too, Caribbean islands. I mean, think about living in the US, because you don't have the same flight flexibility like you do in Europe. In Europe, you can fly from place to place really cheaply. You can't really do that in the US. You can do that in Miami, kind of, like from New York to Miami, or actually Fort Lauderdale and then go to Miami or whatever. But you can't just like go from place to place really quickly by plane. Excuse me, or quickly, yes, but not cheaply. Which really sucks. To be able to go from London to Copenhagen, or Nice to Copenhagen, or Nice to London, Paris, or whatever, or anywhere, with a few exceptions. It's really great. You can even go from like London to Morocco. Really cheap flight. Those low-cost carriers do really well here for a 2-hour flight. That's all you need. This is not like, New York to Singapore, 15-hour flight. Singapore, I would love, Singapore Air Business or Singapore Suite, which is ridiculously expensive, but a lot better to do if you have miles. So if you can upgrade with miles, that's good. And actually, while Singapore tends to be expensive in terms of miles, in terms of redemption, they have some really good deals if you have your plan where you're going, and you can find saver deals in miles for pretty strong, cheaper in mileage than you would expect. It's the oat bar. Looks pretty calorically dense actually, but hey, I haven't really eaten today. Got cherry, oat crumble, and more oats, and whatever else is in here. Anyway, so thinking about Oman. Well, flying to Dubai, and then Dubai for just a little bit, not that long, not very long at all, and then drive east into Oman, like the northern part of Oman, and there's some beautiful roads there, and then drive down into Oman, stay in some resorty place for a couple nights, but definitely do some exploring, because Oman is a beautiful country. Really beautiful country. Yeah, travel is great. Do it. Even local travel. Just going to a place you haven't been in your local area. It's awesome. Living in New York, it's not. New York City is. Grew up here. There's a lot to do in the city, but once you've done it, there's not. I mean, there is stuff to do outside the city, but it's not like California. And in California, like Northern California, just anywhere you go, there's so many things to do. You don't really have that. You don't really have outdoorsy stuff here. I mean, you can, but it's all bustly town and really good restaurants and some beautiful homes there. But just to go there for a Saturday is great. Or even to drive to like Flushing, Queens, and amazing food. Actually, maybe I'll do like a little video there. I'll see what I can do. But for those of you who don't know, Flushing is some of the best Asian food in the country. There's really good Asian food in other places as well. Los Angeles has incredible Asian food. San Francisco has good Asian food. Although I think, based on my experience, Asian food is better in Los Angeles than it is in San Francisco overall. Vancouver has amazing Asian food. So good. I don't really get to go to Vancouver that much. I just don't think about going, but really good food. But Flushing is awesome. I have this food court there, which is newish, and it's nothing like, Taiwanese night markets or anything, but really, really great and stuff. I mean, it's dangerous, really dangerous. Great noodle soups, like lamb noodle soup. And there's all different vendors and all that. Probably the closest thing to like a Singapore food court. In the US, we don't do food courts well at all. You know what? That was surprisingly satisfying. Can't believe it. I'd say that's like something I do for lunch every day. Because I don't eat as many sandwiches, it's just all the bread. Anyway. that cherry oak bar was definitely denser than I expected it to be. A couple more of these. Okay. So, done. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Click the thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, then don't. But, alright. See y'all soon. Bye.